Danny is a 14-year-old Asian cisgender boy with anorexia nervosa restricting type. With the onset of the eating disorder, his parents noticed a pretty significant shift in his personality. So he began to socially withdraw from friends and family. His interests also began to shift away from the things that he used to be interested and towards a preoccupation on food and exercise. Danny himself was also able to report that he started to feel almost this like numbness and that he wasn't interested in things anymore. And he was really struggling to find humor in the things that he used to find humorous. Initially, while parents were very motivated to support Danny towards recovery, they were wary about the target weight range that had been set. Danny, of course, was very fearful at that higher weight. He was worried about how it would impact his self-esteem, and parents were likewise worried about how being at a higher weight might impact his mood and his self-esteem. However, parents were really open to receiving psychoeducation about the benefits of full weight restoration and the benefits of cessation of activity early on in treatment. They even attended a care support group early on that happened to focus on the importance of full weight restoration. And that was a really great group for the parents to be able to attend because it was also attended by a peer mentor who was able to share their lived experience. Since that group, they have very consistently attended those care support groups. So ultimately, although they continued to feel kind of stressed by the idea of how they were going to get to that higher weight, they were able to buy into the idea of the higher weight, given that they had already begun to see some progress in Danny. So overall, Danny's been with us for a little over a year. He has gained a total of 60 pounds, and parents have observed pretty significant shifts in his presentation. So he is now socializing with family. He seems so much happier with his friends. His mood has improved. At present, Danny is still struggling a bit with eating disorder thoughts. So he does still focus quite a bit on appearance. At this point, he's very preoccupied with wanting to be muscular. There's a preoccupation with getting enough protein. There's an urge to take muscle enhancing supplements. And so these are all things that the team has pointed out as being still disordered in nature. And so they've been able to provide a lot of psychoeducation to the family about how these are eating disorder symptoms, and they tend to be more common in boys and men. And so the team is actively working both with parents and with Danny to identify and challenge all of these behaviors. I wanted to highlight this case because a lot of the symptoms that Danny is currently struggling with, so the preoccupation with being bigger and wanting to be muscular, these are often overlooked or normalized in the general population. And so I'm really grateful that this family is already with Equip. They have a trusting relationship with their provider team, and they're going to be working with their team in order to get Danny to full recovery.